Okay, so given this graph, they want to know the inequality represented. So first, we know it's a linear equation. So what I'm going to do is I am going to look at the graph for some key points. So the first key point is right here, right, which is the y-intercept. And it looks like it's -1. So if we're thinking about an equation, not an inequality, in slope-intercept form, we now know that b equals -1. That's the y-intercept. So now we need to determine the slope, right? So let's see how we could do that. We could look for 2 points on this graph, and we see that okay, that's this point here. Let me use a different color. Since it's not on grid, it's not on graph paper, it's pretty tricky to see, but this point right here looks like it intersects at 1/2. So I'm going to draw this little triangle right down here. So I'm going to enlarge this, right? So here's an enlargement of the x and y axes, just the bottom. So it crosses at -1, right? And here's 1, right? And then it goes up through 1/2. So the line is like this, right? So it's at -1, and this is +1, and that's 1/2. So my slope triangle, right? My slope triangle here, this side, right here, it goes, starting at this point, it goes up 1, and then over this way, right here, over 1/2, plus 1/2. So the slope is 1 over 1/2, right, which is 2. So the slope is 2. So now we know m equals 2. So the equation of the line, if it were an equation, would be y equals 2x minus 1. But this is an inequality. So what we want to do is determine the inequality symbol. So the first thing, since it's a dashed line, we know that it's, right, dashed line means that it's less than or greater. So what we can do is we can just try it in here. So let's try y is less than 2x minus 1. Now I'm going to look for a point in the shaded region to see if it works. So there's a point right there, 0, 0. So I'm going to substitute 0, 0, and 0 is less than 0 minus 1. So 0 is less than -1. Is that true? Is 0 less than -1? No, it's not. It's greater. So we know that we guessed the inequality symbol wrong. So now we know that since the only choice was less than or greater, then we know it's y is greater than 2x minus 1.